Thank you for joining me today. I just actually came back from a wedding today that happened, and it reminded me of when I was a little girl and I used to stay up all night dreaming about my wedding and the wedding colors I was going to have and who I was going to include in my wedding party. It was such a look forward to event, and I know that wasn't just for myself, but for girls all around the United States dream of their wedding and what's going to happen for that. Unfortunately, this is not always the case. In other countries, such as India, women fear their wedding day due to the terror of a shockingly common event that has grown to be known as dowry deaths. In America, we live in such ignorance to the pain that is going on around the world. It's very easy for us to get caught up in our joys and our busy schedules that we have, that we turn a blind eye to the pain that is going on around the world. As I searched for a topic to discuss about my informative speech that I'm giving you right now, I came across this event called Dowry Deaths and was heartbroken. And so I'm bringing this topic before you to simply inform you about this. My name is Laura Evans, and I look forward to exploring what dowry deaths is. According to India's National Crime Records Bureau, 8,391 brides were burned in 2010. To put that in other terms, one bride is burned every hour for a whole year, and that's something that occurs year after year after year. The cause of this is what is called a dowry, which was an ancient tradition in India, which involves a bride's family giving money, gifts, jewelry to the groom's family on the wedding day. When the bride gets married, the groom also receives a dowry. Throughout the years, the groom's family has grown more and more greedy and requires more and more of the dowry that the bride's family cannot meet. And when the bride's family cannot meet these expectations, then the groom's family takes this out by harming the bride. Very often includes them burning alive. An ancient tradition that still goes on today is called the caste system in India. India is the only country where the caste system still exists, and that is basically 5 levels of people groups that are stacked from the most important to the lowest of lows. The highest level in the caste system were the priests and the educated people, and the lowest level are those that are called untouchables. Those have the nasty jobs of taking out trash or cleaning the toilets, and so because these are gross jobs, they are termed as untouchables. In the ancient traditions, the dowry was something that was given, took place with just the highest levels of the caste system. However, during the 1900s, this flowed through all of India to where all 5 levels of the caste system did this dowry. And that's where it led for groom's families to be more and more greedy, with hopes that maybe they would be able to rise higher into the caste system. The dowry became illegal in 1961. However, India's government has been so corrupt that the government has turned a blind eye to these dowries and the dowry burnings, the bridal burnings that are taking place. As I said, 8,391 brides were burned in 2010. That is a rising number, which means that the burnings are increasing in number as time goes on, because in 2000, it was reported that 6,995 brides were burned, which is 1,396 people more in a decade. This has huge effects not only for the brides that are being affected by this, but also in families in general. Actually, when a woman becomes pregnant in India, she will see if it's a boy or a girl, and oftentimes if they see that she's pregnant with a girl, they will abort the baby. Because in India, a man equals, a boy equals money in their mind, and a woman equals bankruptcy. And oftentimes after a wedding occurs, the groom's family will ask for a certain amount of money, and if the bride cannot give it, they will do all that they can, ending in bankruptcy. Once their family is bankrupt, then the bride is killed. So this can even happen. There's been cases where the bride has actually had children, and her children are affected as well because the groom's family just hangs this over her head of wanting more and more money. It's a very traumatic, gruesome event that happens all the time, and it's something that most people are not aware of because nobody wants to take the time to care. I share this with you guys to simply create an awareness and inform y'all of the tragic events that happen all around the world. Dowry deaths are wrong, and the world turns a blind eye very often to these horrors. Thank you for listening. Have a good evening.